that I posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Have
ma'am.
you, have you tried the questions of the
Yes,
worksheet
ma'am.
and the NCRT in text questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll start from session 3. So first we'll revise that previous session we discussed about series circuit. So I'm not here doing the derivation. Derivation of series and parallel are very important. So I request you to please do those derivations in the notebooks again. Series circuit derivation of resistance calculation and parallel circuit derivation for resistance calculation. So derivation is really important. So please do it again by yourself. Then what we discussed about series circuit was series circuit, all components are connected end to end, forming a single path of current. So this is how we can know that the components connected in series. Resistance is addition of all the resistance. R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on. The current is same in all the resistance when connected in series, but the voltage is different. Okay, and whenever we have to uh, increase, we want more resistance, we will connect in series. Then come the parallel circuit. Parallel circuit components are connected in branches. If the current is being divided into different branches, that means it's in parallel circuit. And the current is divided here. In parallel circuit, current is not same, but voltage is same. And the resistance is equal to 1 by R equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 and so on. Okay. Now come to next is electric circuit. What is electric circuit? It is the continuous path consisting of a cell, plug key, electrical components and connecting wires. And it's a closed path from which electric current can flow through. Okay. And to represent the electric circuit, generally we draw a circuit diagram. We don't draw the electric circuit, we draw the circuit diagram. Okay, so we have different symbols for different components, and that symbols only we draw. So in 8th standard also you must have learned some symbols of the components. So these are the symbols that we'll use for the different components in electric cell. Positive is the longest line and the smallest line is the negative terminal. Then a combination of cell is known as a battery. In this, 3 cells are connected in the battery. Number of cells you will represent in a battery. How many cells are there in a battery? That number of cells you will draw in the battery. Then plug key switch. These are the plug key when open condition and closed condition. When wire joint, wire crossing without joint, overlapping. Electric bulb. Resistance. Then variable resistance, rheostat. Variable resistance is a device in which we can change the resistance. Ammeter and voltmeter. Then next is how to connect an ammeter. Ammeter is a device used to measure electric current that I told you in the previous sessions also. It is used to measure the electric current in amperes. It is connected in series in the circuit. Why it's connected in series? Because it calculates the current. And you know current is same only in series. Whenever you can connect components in series, current flowing through all the components will be same. That's why we connect ammeter in series, because we want same current to flow through the ammeter also, because it is measuring the current. And the third reason is it is of low resistance. Low resistance means more of a amount of current will pass through it. Okay, so same amount of current will pass through the ammeter that is passing through other all resistance and components. That's why it's of low resistance and connected in series. Next is voltmeter. Voltmeter measures the potential difference of voltage in volts, and it's connected in parallel because potential difference is same across the parallel components. As previously also you studied, current is different but voltage is same when the components are attached in parallel. That's why voltmeter is connected in parallel, and it is of large resistance. Large resistance means current will be very less. So whenever it's connected in parallel, no current will flow through the voltmeter because it's of large resistance. Only current will flow through the other 2 branches consisting of resistance. That's why this will not cause any heating loss or any energy loss. That's why it's of a large resistance connected in parallel. So understood ammeter in series and voltmeter in parallel, and the reason also you should know about it, why it's connected in such a way. So we'll do questions based on these things. Now questions can come to draw the diagram of the circuit also. So you should know, you should draw the ammeter also, voltmeter also, battery also, and the resistance also, and the direction of current. So these things are really important. Draw schematic diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 3 cells of 2 volt each. So here 3 cells is mentioned. That means the battery consists of 3 cells of 2 volt each. A 5 ohm resistor, an 8 ohm resistor, and a 12 ohm resistor, and a plug key, all connected in series. Calculate the effective resistance and voltage across each resistor. So this is the circuit of it. As they are saying, there are 3 cells of 2 volt each. So 3 cells I have connected here. 3 cells of 2 volt means it's a 6 volt battery. Okay, 3 into 2. Then I have 5, 8, and 12 in series resistor. Ammeter I have connected in a series with the circuit, and voltmeter across each resistor different because voltage is different across each resistor in series circuit. So V1, V2, V3 I connected in parallel. So this diagram, these components are really important. No component you will miss, and even the signs plus and negative. And a switch is there. Switch, battery, resistors, voltmeters, and ammeters. Okay. Then come to the question. Calculate effective resistance as they're connected in series. So effective resistance will be R equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3.
25.
25 ohms, yes. Ohm's law will apply here, V equal to IR. I will be V by R. 6 by 25 gives me 0.24 ampere total current flowing through the circuit. Okay, but we don't know the voltage across. Total current will be this. That means same current will pass through each resistor. Current is same through each resistor, 0.24 ampere. Whatever the total circuit in the current is in the circuit, same current will pass through the all the resistance. Okay. Now applying the Ohm's law in other resistance also, V1 equals to IR1. 0.24 into 5 gives me 1.2 volts. That is 1.2 volt will be across 5 ohms resistor. Then V2 will be IR2. 0.24 into 8, 1.92 volts.
I'm down.
Yes.
In series, the current are different.
Current is same. Can you see current being divided in any of the branches? No. In series, the current is going, same current is going through 5, 8, and 12. So current is same in series. Voltage is different. And opposite is in parallel.
One more thing. So when you're making a circuit diagram like this, is it always necessary to put a voltmeter in there?
Yes, it is necessary. Yes. Voltmeter, ammeter. That's why I told you.
Given, like it is necessary, they have not mentioned.
I mentioned this previously because they are connected series and parallel, and it is necessary whenever you have to draw circuit diagram, battery, switch, ammeter, voltmeter, these and the resistances components, they are very important. You have to draw them.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
you said voltmeter is a very high resistor,
Yes.
right? And you said you also said that no current flows through it. How is that possible?
Because it's in parallel. See, a voltmeter connected in parallel. So current here, 5 ohm is there, V1 is there. Okay, voltmeter is there. So whenever current will come here, obviously the more current will flow through the low resistance branch. Yes. So more of the current will flow through 5 ohm resistor, less, very negligible amount will flow through the voltmeter.
So
because two branches are there, it has to judge, current has to judge through which I have to flow through. So wherever it feels easy path is low resistance branch. So it will flow through the 5 ohm resistor as compared to the voltmeter.
I see.
That, that's why the energy loss is less if we connect voltmeter in parallel. Okay, getting it? Because more of the current of the circuit is passing through the resistor I want, the component I'm connecting, not through the device. Clear?
Yeah.
So here resistance, effective resistance, we have calculated 25 ohm. Then calculating the whole circuit current by Ohm's law, 0.24 ampere, and we know same amount of current flows from all the resistance when connected in series. So 0.25 ampere flows through R1 also, R2 also, R3 also. Applying Ohm's law in individual resistance, we'll calculate the voltages across the individual resistance. And to verify it also, if we add up all the voltages together, we are getting 6 volts. That is the voltage of a battery. That means the voltage is being divided between all the three resistance. Okay, is it clear? To verify also, you can add up the voltages together, you will get equal to the total voltage of the circuit. Clear? Now coming to the next one. Three resistors, 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in series in a circuit. If potential difference across 1 ohm is 2 volts, find the voltage across the other two resistors. So before solving any of the question, it's better you draw the circuit diagram first and then judge what you have to calculate and how. Okay. So similarly, we have drawn the circuit here. 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm in series. Total voltage I don't know, that's why I've written here V. Ammeter is there. Potential difference across 1 ohm I know, that is 2 volts. So I have, instead of V1, I have written 2 volts. V2 and V3 I have to calculate. Okay. I cannot calculate V2 and V3 unless I know the current. Okay. So what we know, 2 volts across 1 ohm resistor and 1 ohm is the resistance. So for 1 ohm, can I apply the Ohm's law in this 1 ohm branch?
I
Yes.
is equals to V.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, the current will be
because
constant.
total circuit voltage I don't know, so I cannot apply Ohm's law there. But I know the voltage across 1 ohms, 1 ohm resistor. So there I can apply the Ohm's law. So current through 1 ohm resistor will be how much? I equal to V by R. Yes, V is how much? 2. And the resistance is 1. So 2 ampere current through 1 ohm resistor. And
So
similarly, if the 2 ampere current is flowing through 1 ohm, that means same current is flowing through 2 ohm also and 3 ohm also and in the total circuit also. Yes.
Yes.
Current through each resistor is same in series circuit, that is equal to 2 ampere now. So applying the Ohm's law here, so voltage across 2 ohm will be V equal to IR 2 into 2, that is 4 volts. Similarly, voltage across 3 ohm will be V equal to IR 2 into 3, that is 6 volts. Clear? Therefore, total voltage of the circuit will be 2 plus 4 plus 6, that is 12 volts. Is it clear? So in the previous question, first we found out the total current, then we find out the voltage across each resistor. But here the voltage across one of the resistors is given. So again I can apply here the Ohm's law and can find the current through one of the resistor, and same current will flow through the whole circuit. So same way I'll do the previous question I did, same way I'll do in this one also. Okay. If you have any doubt, anyone, you can ask me in between and you can stop me also. Are these two questions clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. No
Yes,
need to
ma'am.
write it. I am going to share this also. I have shared the previous online session notes also. This also I'll share. Just understand these things, how to draw the circuit and how to solve step by step. Okay. Come to the next one. Now we are coming to the parallel circuit. 3 resistors, 5 ohm, 10 ohm, 30 ohm are connected in parallel with a battery of voltage 6 volts. Draw the diagram, find the total current and effective resistance of the circuit. So this is a diagram we have drawn. 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm in parallel, ammeter in series and voltmeter in parallel with each of the resistor. I can apply the same voltmeter also as I told you in the previous session. Okay, different voltmeters also I can use here, or same voltmeter also I can use here, because voltage is same across all the resistors in parallel. And you can see I is being divided into I1, I2, I3. So whenever you see current is being divided in different branches, that means the resistors are in parallel. So first we'll find the effective resistance. 1 by R equals to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. How much is coming out to be? 3 ohms. 1 by R comes out to be 1 by 3. That means R equals to 3 ohms. Yes. Then we apply Ohm's law here. V equal to IR. I equals to V by R. That is 6 by 3 equals to 2 amperes. That is total current will be 2 amperes and the effective resistance is 3 ohms. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, is there a relation like the resistance, total resistance in parallel circuit is always lesser than all the resistances
I
individually?
told you that yes, the total
Yeah.
resistance will be always less than the individual smallest resistance. All the individual resistance from all the resistance, it will be smallest because we are adding the reciprocals of all the resistance here. And opposite in series case, the effective resistance is greater than the all the resistance. Clear?
Oh, yes,
Huh.
ma'am.
So
Ma'am,
Ma'am.
this is how you will draw the circuit diagram, and this is how you will calculate the effective resistance and the
Ma'am,
current. Yes.
now
Ask.
how do we calculate for the each resistor?
How do we calculate? Now, okay. Now current is given,
For
total
each
current is 2
resistor,
ampere. So you
current-
can see current is not same, but the voltage is same. That is 6 volt is same. Yes. So V1, V2, V3 will be 6
Yes.
volts only because I told you voltage will be same across all the components in parallel. Okay. So the whatever the voltage of the circuit, whatever the voltage of the battery is there, that is the voltage of the each resistor. That is V1, V2, V3 equal to
So
6
6 by
volts.
5.
Okay. So current you can find it. I1 will be equal to 6 by 5. I2 will be equal to 6 by 10. I3 will be equal to 6 by 30. That is I equal to V by R. Formula you will apply in all the resistors and you will calculate the current across all the resistance. And if you add I1 plus I2 plus I3, you will get equal to 2 ampere only. Okay, so you can do it, try it yourself.
Fine.
You should get
Ma'am?
it equal to 2 ampere only.
So we
Yes.
see that current gets we get variable current by dividing into 3 branches or more than 3 branches.
Yes.
How do we get variable voltages? I know it's in series circuit, but how?
Yes, yes.
What
Huh.
happens there?
In series circuit, variable voltage is how? Because current is same. See, you have studied the Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Yes. So when I'm changing, current is same in series. Yes. Resistance is different. So whenever resistance is different, obviously voltage will be different only, na? Because current is same, but one of the other variable is different. V equal to IR. That means voltage should be equal to I into R. But I'm changing the R value there. Yes, if the R value is same, voltage will be same. But if the R value is different, V will be different. Getting me?
Yeah, but those are just facts, ma'am. Like if we say I, right? We know current is in the we know current is the amount of charges flowing through a wire in that sort of way. What happens?
Because in Ohm's law, we studied that V is proportional to current. Okay, and V is proportional to current. And we have added the proportionality R. Yes, there. If R is changing, so obviously V will change or I will change. One of the variable will change. So here, Ohm's law only in series circuit, we cannot visualize that voltage is changing. In a parallel circuit, we can visualize current is being divided. But in series, we cannot visualize it. But applying to Ohm's law, we can say that when because V is proportional to I and depending upon the proportionality constant R. So if constant of proportionality R is changing, that means one of the variable has to change. If one is fixed, if I is fixed, V has to change. If V is fixed, I has to change. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, whenever we're doing this kind of question, we just assume that the conductor's resistance is zero, right?
Yes, yes.
We don't have to like
No,
find
no,
the
we don't have to take
resistance.
the conductor resistance here. Only the resistance, whatever they have given, or we have to calculate that only we have to take here. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now coming to the next one. 3 resistors, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm are connected in parallel in a circuit. If 1 ohm resistor draws a current of 1 ampere, find the current through other 2 resistors. Okay. So we again will draw a circuit diagram here. Similar circuit diagram, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm are in parallel, ammeter in series. Total voltage I don't know, that's why I've written here V. I1 will be 1 ampere because it's saying current through 1 ohm resistor is 1 ampere. So I1 will be equal to 1 ampere. I2 I don't know, I3 I don't know. So I2, I3 I have to calculate. Okay. So I cannot apply Ohm's law in the total circuit because I don't know the total voltage. Clear? So what I'll apply Ohm's law in the above branch, 1 ohm branch, because here I know the resistance, here I know the current. So 2 variables I know here, other variable V1, I'll find it by applying the Ohm's law. So potential difference across 1 ohm resistor will be equal to V equal to IR. That is 1 into 1 comes out to be 1 volts. That means V1 is 1 volts. If V1 is 1 volts, so obviously V2, V3 and total V will be same, because in parallel potential difference is same. That means all voltage will be equal to 1 volt only. Clear? Now we'll find the current in 2 ohm resistor. It will be equal to I equal to V by R. Comes out to be 1 by 2, comes out to be 0.5 amperes. Similarly, current in 3 ohm will be V by R. That is 1 by 3, comes out to be 0.333 amperes. Is it clear? So I've applied Ohm's law in the above round. Wherever you will find that two variables are available, apply Ohm's law there, find the missing one, and then you can judge what is same, and you can apply Ohm's law in other branches also. Okay. Try this question yourself, then I'll tell you the answer of it. Resistance are given in R1 10, R2 20, R3 30. Calculate effective resistance when they're connected in series, and calculate current flowing through when the combination connected to a 6-volt battery. Draw the circuit diagram. So first you have to find the total resistance, then you have to find the total current in the circuit, and you have to find the draw the circuit diagram. So try to do it yourself.
Ma'am, when they're connected in series, the total resistance is 60 ohm
60.
and
Yes,
60
60
ohm and
ohm.
current is 0.1 amp.
Yeah, or 1 by 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So this
Same
is the
thing.
circuit you will draw. This is the answer. Effective resistance will be 10 plus 20 plus 30, that is 60 ohms. And applying the Ohm's law here, current will be V by R, that is 6 by 60.1 amperes. Clear? Please draw the diagram also. Diagram also consists marks. So diagram is really important. This is the way you will draw the diagram, series circuit. Okay. Coming to the next one. Everybody clear this question? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
coming to the next one. Do this question yourself.
Ma'am, how much
Yes,
marks
ma'am.
does a diagram contain?
It depends upon total mark of the question. Sometime 1 mark, sometime 2 marks, depends.
Okay.
If it's coming for 3 mark question, it contains 1 mark. If it's coming for 5 mark question, it contains 2 marks.
Is it 0.5, ma'am?
Yes, it's correct.
What?
It's 0.5. Current, new
First,
current.
find the R value. What is R value here?
3
It's
ohms. And the
3
3
3
ohms.
ohms. Okay.
She's telling correct. The new current is 0.5 ampere.
So this is the first resistance circuit diagram I have drawn here. They are saying resistance, voltage 3 volt is there across one resistance. So we'll find the, by Ohm's law, I is 1 ampere, voltage is 3 volts. I'll apply Ohm's law here. R will be 3 ohms, V by I. Then they are saying identical resistance, that is again R, same R will be connected in parallel. Yes. So this diagram will be there, two resistance in parallel. Now what will be the total resistance here? Parallel combination I'll apply here. 1 by R equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 comes out to be 2 by 3. I reciprocate again. R will be 3 by 2. That comes out to 1.5 ohms. Now total resistance of a circuit is 1.5 ohms. Yes. Now current will be how much? V by R. 3 by 1 by 5 comes out to be 2 amperes. Clear? Second part. So first part you have to calculate the R value. Now they are saying identical resistor is connected with parallel with it. So same 3 ohm is connected in parallel with it. So 3 and 3 in parallel comes out to be 1.5 ohms. Here current will be 2 ampere. That means you can clearly judge here whenever the resistance is being decreased, current is increasing in the circuit. In the previous circuit, resistance is more. Current is 1 ampere. Now resistance is decreasing here. We are connecting to resistance in parallel. Current resistance is decreasing, comes out to 1.5 ohms. Current is increasing 2 amperes. Clear? So by connecting resistance in parallel, we can increase the amount of current flowing through the circuit. Is this question clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Try this one.
Ma'am, is the resistance 1 ohm?
Yes, resistance is 1 ohm here. Yes. Circuit diagram. 2, 3, 6 in parallel. 1 ampere through 2 ohm branch. Okay. You have to calculate current through I2 through 3 ohm and 6 ohm. That is I2 and I3 you have to calculate.
Ma'am, is the total current
4.
say 6 plus 6 plus 6?
How will you calculate total current? It's better you calculate the
Total
voltage.
current is 12.
Total current is 12.
I think so.
First calculate what they are saying you to calculate. They are saying you to calculate current through 2 ohms and 6 ohm. You cannot calculate directly. You have to calculate voltage for it first. Yes.
It's 4
Calculated
into,
that.
ma'am.
So first calculate voltage in branch 2 ohms.
Ma'am, is it 4 into?
Yes. 4 and 2. Okay. So they are saying 6 ampere is flowing through 2 ohm resistor. So two variables I know in the branch 2 ohm resistor. Okay. So from here I'll calculate the voltage across 2 ohm. Comes out to be I into R, that is 6 into 2, comes out to be 12 volts. That
Ma'am,
means
there's total
12
current.
12 volts. It's not a current.
No, in the question there's total current. That's what I
Huh,
said.
they are
12.
asking total current, yes. But step by step, we cannot calculate total directly without calculating voltage because
No,
we
I
don't
already
know total.
calculated it.
Actually, you
Ma'am,
calculate it.
total current is equal to total voltage. Because
Total current and total voltage are same only, 6
Yeah.
and 6, because resistance is 1. Okay. So total voltage is 12 volts. Then applying Ohm's law in different branches, I2 will be V2 by R2, comes out to be 4 ampere. I3 will be V3 by R3, comes out to be 2 amperes. Okay. If I add 6, 4 and 2, total current will be 12 amperes. Clear? Effective resistance is 1 ohms. Is this question clear? Total current is 12 ampere. Effective resistance is 1 ohm. And total voltage is also 12 volts. Any doubt in this question?
No, ma'am.
no, ma'am.
Okay. Now find the equivalent resistance for the following. This is the in-text question also. Have you tried this question?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
10 to the power of 6.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be less than 1 ohm.
Yeah, but then solution is equivalent to 1.
Like
Solution
almost
is
1.
almost
Almost.
1. Yeah. Yes.
It's
So
from
we-
0.9.
Even the second one.
These two questions are there in a textbook also. So here, how will you do it? Apply
then
1 by
equivalent.
R, 1 by 1 plus 1 by 10 to the power 6. Then 10 to the power 6 will come in numerator. Approximately 10 to the power 6 plus 1 comes out to be approximately 10 to the power 6 only. Okay. So approximately the value will be 1 ohm only. In the second case also similar thing. 1 by 1 plus 1 by 10 to the power 3 plus 1 by 10 to the power 6. When I combine them, approximately the value will be 0.99. That also I can write as 1 ohm. Okay, because one of the term is power of 6. Yes.
In the exam, will they accept approximate value?
Yes, in such cases they will accept because it's the power of 6. You cannot solve it normal way.
Okay.
So they will accept this one. Okay? Because power of 6 is being added to power of 3. So 1000 adding to 10,000. So here maximum power will be taken in consideration. So again numerator will be taken as 10 raised to power 6 and denominator is 10 raised to power 6 only. So approximately will come as to be 1 only. So in both the cases the answer is 1. Try this one. An electric lamp of 100 ohms, a toaster of resistance 50 ohms, and a water filter of resistance 500 ohms are connected in parallel to 220 volt source. What is the resistance of electric iron connected to the same source that takes as much current as all three appliances, and what is the current through it? Okay, so now they are saying three devices are in parallel. Okay, and the voltage they have given to you 220 volts. Now they are saying how much current flows through the electric iron. What is the resistance of electric iron? If the same amount of current flows through it, what flows through all the three of the resistors together?
Is the current 7.04 amperes?
Yes, correct. Yes.
This question is there in the textbook.
Okay. Yeah, effective resistance is 1 by R. So effective resistance will be 16 by 500 by 16. 1 by R comes out to be 16 by 500. So R will be 500 by 16 ohms. That is, effective resistance will be total resistance of the electric iron only. And the current will be V by R. 220 by resistance. So 7.04 amperes. Clear? Is this thing clear?
It's
Because they are saying that same amount of current flows through the electric iron, whatever is the total current of all the three devices. So total current will be the when you will calculate the effective resistance of all the three devices. Okay. So here they have calculated effective resistance first. That is the resistance of the electric iron only actually. Yes. Please read the answer carefully and ask any doubts. Is it clear?
exactly 7.04.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Who is doing this? Please mute your device. Okay. Come to the next one. How can three resistors of resistance 2, 3 and 6 be connected to give total resistance of 4 ohm? I want total to be 4 ohm. How will I connect them together?
Connect 3 and 6
3 and 6 in
parallel
parallel and 2 in
and
series.
2 in series.
Okay. Yes, correct. Is this
And,
also there in textbook also?
Yes,
This question.
Yeah.
Ma'am, one you can do in parallel.
Yeah, and the next
Yeah.
one is all of them in parallel.
Okay. Because if I connect all the three in parallel, I'll get less. Okay. I want 4 ohms. So I'll connect 3 and 6 in parallel and 2 in series with all two of them. So I'm getting 4 ohm here. 3 and 6 in parallel gives out to be 2 ohms,
2 ohms.
and 2 plus 2 gives out to be 4 ohms. So this is the way I'll combine. So you can try, this has to be tried. Okay. So this is, you have to apply the logic here, how you'll get the total resistance as 4 ohm here. Which combination? For 1 ohm, if I connect all the three in
Parallel.
parallel, 2, 3 and 6 I connect in parallel, I'm getting as
1 ohm.
1
1.
ohm.
Okay. So this is the summary that we have done today. Series circuit, current is same. R is this much. Parallel circuit, voltage is same. R is a reciprocal addition. Ammeter connected in series, voltmeter connected in parallel. Okay. So please ask me any doubt in the in-text